Here's one of the reasons why Africa is the way it is. There is a subtle energy. That's what you call the spiritual warfare. You need to understand that money is your frequency, is your energy. Literally is your energy. So if you want to reduce, destroy any energy, you have to go to the spirit. Okay, so this is why Naira is worthless. That's why you are worthless. Literally, I'm telling you this. This is energetic thing. This is how you lower energy into, like, you want to lower people into a lower frequency, you just lower their currency. It's current, what is flowing through you. That's what they did to Mexico, India, all these places. And whose currency is the highest? Okay, that's why, and that brings you into a lower frequency, and then you become more very dark, very combative, and in a very negative state. So you stay in that negative state, you fight each other. This is how this shit works, because that's your currency, that's your money. So what happens is then you're not gonna seek your own currency anymore, your own frequency anymore. You're gonna seek an illusionary white man currency. So you start seeking dollars. And if you're seeking dollars, who controls dollars? Who controls pounds? Who controls euros? The ones who pretend to be God, the one who called himself white, not knowing that black is white. So the manipulation is literally a spiritual warfare. It's a spiritual warfare. So, like, how is Naira? How is Naira? Do you know what Ra means? I'm going to say it very slowly, so that you can understand the frequency. Ra. Na is another name for mama, because that's Africa. The children of the Most High. If you want to lower them and put them in the confusion, in disarray, then you lower them into nothing. So you lower all currencies of Africa. You lower their currency. That means lowering your soul. That means trapping your soul. That means making you look like this is all what you call black magic, because they literally took the knowledge of Africa. It's currency. You are the water, the living water of Christ, of love, of joy. So once you lower that that's literally what you do to someone, right? If you cannot be with that person anymore, what you do, you want to destroy them completely, like spiritually. The worst thing you can do to someone is destroy them spiritually. Forget about physical. Once I destroy you spiritually, then that's it. Because I'm going into your subconscious mind and I destroy you completely. Like, coming back from that, it's so hard. That's why raping people, especially little boys or little girls, or like, doing these things to them, it's so hard for anybody to come back from that, because you're going into the spiritual realm. I don't care what you say. It's the most difficult thing that you can do, and this is why all these things is happening in Hollywood. When you take advantage of someone spiritually, it's not physical, because physically you can come back from that. Somebody can punch you in the face, you bleed, and then you move on. But when you think physical is much more difficult. No, it's the subliminal. Words cut more deeper than a physical hit. Because, you get hit, you'll come back. But when someone literally brainwashes you, they rape you spiritually. So this is the currency. Our currency was dropped completely. So pesos, you want to do the same thing, you do the same thing in Mexico. You go to different countries, Brazil, all these places, you lower all their frequencies. Venezuela, everyone, Haiti, the islands, all of them. But that's your currency, that is your energy, that is your soul, that is divinity. So once you lower, they lower you to nothing. Look around you. So all the Europe, this is how You made an illusionary, fake ass white man to become your sky daddy. So the pound is up. Okay? This is spiritual. This is not that education system. So sit in that fucking corner. I don't care if you like, yeah, see now, I'm a white guy who has economics and I fuck out of here, bro. We're talking about grown people energy, grown people conversation. We're having a grown ass conversation. This shit and your territory. It's not your fucking territory. So you go sit over there. This is how the currency got dropped. Currency is you, is your energy. This is our energy. Right? Zimbabwe have trillions, but they made the trillions to be nothing. Because if I am, if our currency, which was in the 80s, was a lot, we're not coming to America. Right? So you do a movie coming to America. What was that? Was that in the 80s? Everything is manipulated. The worst thing that ever happened to humanity was that white magic, fake ass shit that you call TV. Because they sell you deception, and then you become in awe with a black box, because that's a black box. Whatever comes through it is just to entice you. So now you are hypnotized by those fictitious characters that you think they're real. They're actors, just like each and every one of us. The worst thing, because if you take that away, you take the radio away, then everybody's the same. Then you connect wholeheartedly with nature. I'm not telling you that we don't need the TV, all those things. It's wonderful. It's all part of human experience. But you need to know the devil you're fucking with. You need to know. You need to know who you are. Who you are, what you are. You need to know the kind of car you are driving. You need to know your phone. You need to understand the whole totality of what you got. So you lower the frequency, you lower the vibration of people, because the currency is you. So now we seek another currency. So we seek something that is not through us. Right? So now everybody wants dollars. Nobody gives a fuck about naira. But you are not. You are the nine frequency. So this is how you lower frequency, and you lower the spirit of people. You lower their morale, and they can never come back from that, because they do not know the spiritual. So you are praying to a white sky daddy. You're praying because that's the whole concept. So you're praying to white sky daddy because he has the higher frequency, which all of us, right? All of us made that frequency go up, that currency. And this is why they're fighting so much, trying to decentralize, fuck up their Bitcoin. Because with the Bitcoin, everything is normal, everything is one. The crypto and the Bitcoin. Because another frequency of currency has to emerge. Because all of us are gold and diamond and silver, all of us. That's who we are naturally. Because the sun is fucking gold. So there's a gold currency that nourishes this. And you still think you have to go buy gold to flex. It's okay. I have gold. I wear them. I wear it. And I have the gold jewelry as well. Okay? But I want you to understand that once you lower the current, so you lower the frequency that's flowing to nothing, so you drop. This is literally dropping in hell. This is the reason why Africans are the way they are. We are fighting each other because we're in a lower state of mind. So we have become deceitful, hurting one another, doing all this greedy stuff. This is all spiritual thing that was done with our own divinity, because black is the magic. Black is everything. That's it. From black you sprout white. So when you say black magic, they just literally use your fucking soul, use the God energy to do it. So all of us become victim of that. The only way for us to reverse that is we have to elevate our own currencies. So there's a lot of leaders that were trying to do that and they were assassinated. Once you elevate Africa, everybody wakes up. Everyone wakes up. Once Africans started waking up, because that is the Mecca. That's the fucking Mecca. It's not some religion shit. That's the Mecca. Mecca, that's the Mecca. That's Africa. It has nothing to do with fucking religion. You go around the black cube for 7 times. What is a black cube? The TV is a fucking black cube. So they're also using you to do the rituals that you don't understand. Because the Mecca is black. So you wear white and you pray 5 times, so you're connected to the 5 spirits, to the Father, you're connected to the 5 elements. So you pray 5 times, you are connecting with the moon. You follow the frequency of the sun and the moon. You do. You're dangerous, you're so powerful. So you go at the Mecca and you go around 7 times, which is connected to the black box, which is the TV that you and I watch. Why don't you go around the 8 times? See what happens. Isn't 8 balanced? Go around that shit 8 times. Go around that shit 9 times. You tell me what's gonna happen to everybody. You tell me what's gonna happen to you and everybody. I bet you. Go around that place. They will never. Please go around. Go around. Let all these billions of people go around that black box. My name is Gabriel. Gabriel gave you the box, right? Go give you the black box. Right? Because Gabriel, Jesus. Gabriel gave you the black box from God, right? You need to understand that everybody's been manipulated. This is the reason why they lower the frequency of Africa. It's in the currency. So the currency is lack and scarcity. That's what's happening in Africa. So all of us stick in that lack and scarcity currency, and then that affects the whole world, because the key is black and brown people. Those are the genes of the Israelites, the real light. So you lower their currency, then you lower the currency of everybody. It's not the white people. You are the afterthought. Because you are literally whatever happens after mommy and daddy get it on. When we get it on, we get it up. And then whatever comes of that, that's the light that you see. I'm white. I'm white as well. All of us are white. But mommy and daddy went into the dark and just did it. And then, pow, the joy. I'm shining, I'm joy. You are joy, all of us. But you need to know that it's the currency. You lower the currency, you lower them to the lowest frequency. At that lowest frequency, what happens? Greed, lies, deception, all those things. And then they keep you in the voodoo and juju, all the fake shit. Because in that lowest of the lowest, that then you are bloodthirsty for money. All of us. I speak from experience. I know it very well. I am you, you are me. We are one of the same people. So look around. All so-called illusionary, fake-ass white people, look at their currency. Look at their currency. And because you still under that entity, you're going to defend it. Yeah, it's because of poor management, because of your... No. Shut the fuck up. It's the currency. It's a spiritual thing. It's a subliminal thing. If it's that, so how is it that all the so-called illusionary white people currencies are better? How is that? That's when you know that you are so like hypnotized by Sky Daddy that does not exist, that only exists within you, first of all, because you are the Sky Daddy. That's you. Because once you elevate to with God, you are one with the divine. Me and God is one. I cannot do anything without thy Father, without your subconscious, without the divinity within you, your soul. So because of, and you made a fucking illusionary white man your daddy, the soul, the one that has no soul, because if he has no soul, that's why I say that. Because if you have no soul, you're going to bring the divinity. That's why I say that. You have to say they have no soul. Because if they have no soul, they will have soul. The change will come to pass. So this is how it happened. So you made an illusionary white man your soul, your Sky Daddy. And you still praying to that fake ass illusionary God. That's the reason why nothing is getting better, because the mentality of everyone, even the most ones who think they're educated, you are still educated from their own nectar. You're still sucking from their own breasts and their own penises. Your knowledge is coming from them, isn't it? You are literally getting all your information and everything from them directly. So if you dare trying to get directly things from the divinity, from God itself, you are labeled crazy. You better be crazy. You better be crazy, because crazy is in love. You better be crazy in love. You better be madly in love of the Most High, because you have the power, because you are black, so you can transmute those words because you give it to them. So whatever they call you, you elevate them completely. You elevate every fucking word. You call you ugly, you better sit with that word and transmute it. They call you fat, you better sit with that word and call Fatima to come, and then you transmute that. Whatever they call you, you elevate that, because you have the power and ability. You have to raise your currency. You have to raise your vibration. You have to raise your frequency. Each and every one of us have to do that. And that's everyone and everybody. I have nothing against you. I have a lot of my friends who are white. This is something that was done subliminally, but it benefited you. And the best thing you can do is open your fucking mouth and speak the truth when you see one. Okay? Because how can just your currency is just thriving, and everybody else that is black and brown, their shit it's bad? Because those are the ones that have the wisdom and the knowledge. Those are the ones that are connected to the divinity. And you think it's the power management. Look, it's the president, it's the politicians. But they are told to fucking do those things. Just like in Hollywood, there's the same people. They are not smart, they're not intelligent, they're not brilliant. Because anyone who has nose, the knower, who has eyes, the seer, they can see. It's the same playbook. You have to fuck up and do all this stuff so that they can blame the politicians. We don't want to take the blame. So it's all politicians around the world. There's not any good in them. They must take the blame because they look like you and me. You can't be them, because God knows in Europe and America they're so excellent. It's a white excellence. We know how to handle business, and we are so good at it. Like, yes, look, we have the brightest of nigga. You don't have the brightest of. All your schools are filled with foreigners. Sit your ass down, bro. Sit your ass down. Okay? I'm angry. I'm upset. I'm pissed off. I'm mad. If you have been felt those things and you realize it, that's the worst thing that can happen when the truth start coming to you. The moment truth start coming to you, start seeing it, you're like, oh my goodness. We have to raise our currency, each and every one of us, with love, with dignity, all of us. And it's not, you cannot look at white people to do that. You as a black person, you call yourself black, you call yourself African. And this is the reason why African American, my brothers who are also Africans, you are also bamboozled by that bullshit. I am not African. You are denying yourself. The moment you remove yourself from the cord of mother, the where originality started, you fall into but you are connected to us. That's why they look at you like you're worthless. You don't worth nothing. And you feel that way mentally too. You don't feel worthy because of the currency of Africa, that lower frequency, because it's your bloodline, because we are intertwined, it affects you. But because of we are God being, we have a high frequency on us. That's why we sing and dance, we play, we crack jokes. If we don't have the Buddha, the laughing Buddha, those jokes to keep us going. The same thing in India. They lower the frequency. Jamaica, all these places, and Haiti. Look around. When God will make you see, every day, pray for me to see the truth. And when you see the truth, what do you do with that? You are focusing on the wrong people, screaming at the politicians. Don't do that. Don't waste that. You are wasting your currency. Don't do that. Use that energy, go in, implode. Don't explode. Implode, and then you fill yourself up with that divinity, and then you explode. With love, with joy, with gratitude, with truthfulness, integrity. So, call yourself Middle East. Everybody's Africa. The niggas that are in America here that say we are native. You know what native is? The moment you say native, you're already fucking African. That's what nativity. That's originality. Call yourself a Native American. You are Native African. The moment you say native, You are native of the land. And what is the land? This is Africa. Everywhere is Africa. The moment is because you do not know the words you are speaking. Because all of us are in that lower frequency, that lower currency. And the people that we thought all these things are riding high on that stuff. But there's always balance in everything. And that's why unification is important. Not politicians this versus that. That's the reason why in Africa they are doing the same thing, making each other, every one of us fight each other. They're not smart, they're not intelligent at all. Because it's the same playbook in South America, in Africa, in each country. Same playbook, the same entity, the same program. If you look, you will see it. So we cannot wait to leave our country and come over here. And then when we come here, then they literally become your sky daddy. You think you're praying to Jehovah, but go over meant, isn't that go over is Jehovah? Isn't Jehovah? That's why you are praying to the government. The government is your Jehovah. Who is the government that governs over you? This is the same. G-O-V-E-R. What is that? Jehovah or go over. So the government is your God. That's your sky daddy. You are literally praying to an illusionary people as your sky daddy. And they are just raping you and just in the broad daylight. With the sophisticated, fucked up language that you do not comprehend. Because you don't speak in frequency of vibration. In a higher frequency of vibration, you are speaking in a lower frequency and vibration. All of us. But you have to rise up, my brother, my sister. We are one, all of us. Call yourself black, white, brown, but if you are fucking white, that you have benefited from this shit, and you have been bamboozled to think you are better than somebody, it's time you rise up and start speaking the truth and start opening your mouth. Because you cannot sit here and say, well, that's not it. No. Because it was created for you and it benefited you. We don't need you going back to Africa. I've done this video before. I don't need you in Africa. I don't need you there. Go to your daddy. You go to them. You tell them to start doing the right thing. Expose the people. Galvanize everyone. Unite everyone. Because if we unite, our currency rises. Then it makes sense to be under one currency, which is love. It makes sense to be under one country, which is love. It makes sense. The separation, the weak versus those is an entities. Because everyone has God in them. There is a power of divinity in each and every one of us that was given to us to rise up, to elevate. I just literally finished taking a shower, and this is what came through about the currency. Because when you shut your mouth and listen to God, it will tell you, it will teach you. And I'm in that space. When I receive, I share. And then y'all can buy my invincible course. I have an invincible course. You have to pay $100,000 and then I give you the invincible course. But naira, nine, na, I, ra. So what is ra in the naira? What is ra in the naira? Low frequency, low currency, not worth nothing. Especially is Nigeria specifically. You need to understand how powerful Nigeria. That is a portal. There is a frequency there. I come from that. There's a portal that is connected to divinity in Nigeria specifically, in South Africa specifically. South Africa has snow. And they started singing and praising God. You can send snow trying to make people's life uncomfortable, because this is how it works. Snow start coming, and then they're gonna migrate out. Then you're gonna bring your own fucking people there, because you realize you can't beat them. They love the sun. So what are you gonna do? Start giving them snow? But it's okay. It's hot there, and God is balancing everything because it's snow white. Remember, we are white. That's the purity. So even if they're trying to manipulate things, we have to keep giving praises to the Most High for everything. Thank God for all the good and thank God for all the bad, and but focus on highest good. So you can keep sending snow to Africa thinking that, oh, if you make it cold, because black people don't like cold, that can push him out. So we can bring our own people there because you want to take over South Africa, because you know the currency there, you know the energy there. The same thing that's happening in Nigeria, the same thing that's happening in Ghana, in so many places. They are all portals. They are all portals to divinity. But you don't know because you are sucking the sky daddy's nipple and shit. I mean, education system, all of us. Okay? It's not, I speak this way to make you pissed off. For you to look in the mirror and say, okay, what can I do to help? Because it's not a one man's job. All of us must do this together. So it's your job to heal yourself, to reconnect to the truth within yourself. Let go of the outside noise, all that lies and deception. Go inside of yourself, sit with yourself. The answer is inside of you. All these things is coming to me from the inside, from my heart. And the ways to do that is you have to open your heart. You have to allow God to be the one that speaks through you. You got to let Mother Earth to speak through you. You got to let the truth to come through. And you cannot be afraid. But when your heart is open, you become fearless. You cannot fear nothing. The people that are terrified and scared to speak is because your heart is not open. You are still on that sky daddy bullshit. Becky's dad. This is not about you hating anybody. I hate them. I do. I hate them with love. I hate each and every one of them with love. Absolutely. Because what I hate comes back. So my hate is love. I promise you, the more I hate them and speak the truth, the more youthful I become, the more wealthy I become, the more happy I become. Because I speak for wholeness and oneness. I speak for, there's no reason why we should have multiple different currencies. It's only one currency. It's supposed to be one currency because this is one earth. It's supposed to be one currency. Why do we have to have 13 of all these different currencies? And then there has to be one that has to be higher than the other. It has to be them, right? Versus, but this is what was done. This is the inside job that was done. And then they want to make sure that you don't fuck with black magic. That means you are the black magic. So let's create a story that black magic or juju or voodoo is bad. And then let's keep doing these movies to basically make people become so terrified of their own gene. So we're gonna keep looking up to the sky daddy white man because he has the key to anti-aging and just aging gracefully. And you guys are falling for that shit. You are like, yeah, look at me. Like, that shit is funny. Whenever a white person says, like, yeah, we're in the lab working on how to live forever. I'm looking at this, but like, are you serious? And these are the people who are your leaders. They are the people that are leading you. They're actually like, they are the people. Like, we don't know what anti-aging is. Like, we don't know what that shit is. You don't know because they shut it off with a low frequency. Rise in frequency. And then you see, you will live forever in this moment. Forever young. I want to be forever young. Do you really want to live forever? And that you can live forever, 100% fully in this moment. And that's all you got. And this moment is a lifetime. To live wholeheartedly, relaxed, present is forever. And that's a gift. But you and I are fed that bullshit of an illusionary white man information to confuse you more and lower your frequency more and more, which affects everyone and put us into disarray and more chaos and more war. Because our currency is so low and it's worthless. Because we are worthless peasants to that illusion. I want y'all to rise up. Let's rise up like the morning sun, like Christ that rises every day. Like Christ Jesus that rises every day. And that got me and you fighting over if Jesus is black or white. When you say Jesus is not white, it becomes white. When you say Jesus is not black, it becomes black. When you say Jesus is not brown, it becomes black. When you say Jesus doesn't exist, it will exist. Because that's how the word, that's how the currency, that's how the spirit works. Because didn't he tell you, I am the all, the beginning and the end? I am the it. So whatever you say I am, I am. I am that you say I am. If you say I am not, I am. If you say that I am not. Because all of it is me. It doesn't matter. It's just the frequency or the currency that you feed your own perception. So you are the one that makes it feel like money lacks. God is not there. When you say God is not, God is. But because of it's your free will to think the way you want, to perceive the way you want, you get to eat your food. There is every food, all food is soul food. You and I were told, every food is a soul food. Now, however you choose to perceive what soul food means, that's up to you. So you get to use that currency, that Christ light inside of you to feed any thought that comes to you, any seed. You get to do that. How deep is your love? That's it. However deep you are, that's what's going to permeate. How deep is your love? Because their education is not deep. To go deep, it's a self-discovery, self-care, self-knowledge, self-wisdom. Thyself will elevate you, which is God's self, which is Christ's self, which is your highest vibration. The all-knowing one, the all-seeing one inside of you will heal you and elevate you. So you ask yourself, do you want to, be part of the change in the world? The only way the change is going to happen is through you. Every day, make it a priority to make God first. It's not none of that illusionary bullshit, the teaching you what God. You need to talk to it within you as it is part of you. That's why that song, They Are Not Like Us, came out. You don't know. You think it's about the beef with Drake. But it's that which pretends to be. This is why Kendrick Lamar was telling you, is the ones who pretend to be when they are not. Let's make this crystal clear. We are number one. We are number one. But we includes you. But until you can accept that the black people, the Africans, are the root, then you come home to us, and all of us can build a better world together. But you must acknowledge who is the real sky daddy.